Welcome you on lecture number 2 on the basic research methods, and our second lecture is on proposal writing. From the onset, I want to say there are two types of proposal writing. One is the proposal for funding, and two, the academic research proposal writing. The first step in social research is often that of finding out what is already known. Because of the increase of social research publications, you need to learn how to use most efficient research procedures, several of which are described in many social science research texts. So a research proposal, as you prepare to write a research proposal, you need to be familiar with the guidelines. Both research proposals, the research proposal for funding and the academic research proposal, have guidelines. Each and every one of them have guidelines on how to write such proposal. Guidelines for writing a proposal are set out according to the kind of research or project that is to be undertaken. However, in any of the proposals, there are some common areas or chapters that must. Now, first, let's begin by looking at proposal for funding. Funding project proposal guidelines reflect the objectives and funding criteria of all the programs, and it has the following parts. So I want us to look at the parts of our research of our proposal for funding before we look at the academic research proposal. The parts includes one, project overview, which covers the title, the estimated budget, the duration, objectives, the abstract. Number two, administrative information, which includes the project leader, recipient institution, collaborating institution, participating institution, other donor agencies, supportive administrative documents. Number three, you need to have problem and justification, which should describe the problem that is to be investigated and the questions that will guide the research process. You need to have objectives. The objective section of a proposal is typically very brief, usually a half page. This is because the rationale for each objective will already have been established in the process in the previous section, while the ways of achieving the objective should be explained in the methodological section. It should also have a methodology section. It is this part is best to organize the methodology to explain how each specific objective will be achieved. The proposal should provide enough detail to enable an independent scientific assessment of the proposal. This part also contains the conceptual and theoretical framework, the user participation, data collection approaches, data analysis, gender considerations, ethical considerations, collaborative arrangements with other institutions, among others. In this section, it should also have results and dissemination, and this should begin by defining the major outputs expected from the project while outlining plans for disseminating or implementing the findings of the proposed research. It should also have the institutions and the personnel who will be involved in this research, and it should briefly describe the research institution, including its history and objectives. It should show the personnel who will be involved in the project. This section should also have a timetable and a budget with scheduled durations and the budget. And finally, it should attach appendices. These are supporting documents such as maps, the resumes of personnel, or bibliographies, among other things. Now, let's now look at the parts of a research proposal. These are meant for postgraduate students who are writing research proposals. Let's look at the main parts. The main parts includes a cover title page, a declaration, and the declaration is made by the student and the supervisor. It should also have an abstract which summarizes the entire proposal, pointing out the research problem, objective of the study, and methods of data analysis. It should not actually exceed 500 words. Research proposals also covers an abbreviation and acronyms. This section should be included in the proposal only if it is applicable. The other part is the table of contents, which lists the chapter and section headings with their corresponding page numbers. It also has chapter number 1, which introduces the background of the research study. A research proposal also has chapter number 2, which is the literature review, chapter 3, which is the methodology. It has also the references, and finally the appendices. So these are the parts of a research academic proposal. So I want to stop there, but I want to encourage students to interact with the notes. You also interact with the videos. The notes of this lecture are attached on the course. So I want to wish you well as you study this course on basic research methods. Thank you.